YouTube, welcome. We're going to start this off with a golem activation for the hand, putting itself into the back row. This is White Forest. We all know what it'd be doing. Let's speed up the end game just so we can get to the RyuGe plays. Well, ooh, we got a board breaker. You have a wind and a wind. It's not safe to have an Apollo and Baron de Flora in the field at the same time when Super Poly is being played, and it's being played in a deck like Branded. So the popularity of Branded would correlate with you not wanting to make this play, as you just fuse them away, which they will lose 4 disruptions from a single Super Poly. And then we have, so from here, these are 4, then we have 5 with Sylvia. We have 6 with the Woes of the White Forest to flip the field face down. We have 7 with Imperm on a monster. We have 8 with the Morian to flip a monster on the field face down. And we have 9 with Ash Blossom. Only 9 disruption, and Super Poly could get rid of 4. And then Final Bringer, I could get rid of another one, so we can get rid of 5 out of 9. We could barely chip away. Wait, we discard the one that wants to summon from the hand. Whoops. Did we mean to discard the Emva? All right, let's see. Setting up the Deception Sinful here. Final Bringer, popping the Chorozo and the Sylvia. And we didn't even Super Poly the 2 cards I thought we were going to do. We instead Super Poly'd Diabel and Baron de Flora. What the heck? Our RyuGe Rising is going to get negated on the search. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's 9 disruptions here. I guess we weren't playing Moo Dragon. This is still unplayable. Wow. They may Ash an effect like that? That's great to know. Yeah. Because this deck loses to Ash. That's like Ashing a non-branded fusion against branded. Well, this card does nothing. It's a continuous spell we set face down. Because it doesn't have a... It says your RyuGe monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Very nice. Okay. If only we can get them on the field. This may trigger, though. If a monster is banished, and there's at least 2 other monsters that are banished, this could be someone on the field as a vanilla 3000. Straight vanilla. And then maybe Doom Dragon could push it back. And Graver can maybe pop it. Oh, please, Sayo, just finish me. It's just a bluff. It's a fake card. It's not real. Rusilla. Come to me. Search. Now, I've received word from Gia. I don't know how credible this is. RyuGe is in the top 16. Woo! 10,000 damage. A rogue deck with a lot of bricks? Ain't no way. Mimighoul is going first. Let's see how they do this. We're going to be special summoning this onto the opponent's side of the field, immediately turning off any cards like Impermanence. And then we have the activation on summon. You can add a Mimighoul spell trap from your deck to your hand, which we can't Imperm now. Grab the Mimighoul Maker, and let's get making. We're going to reveal 2 cards, and one of them is going to be summoned on the opponent's side of the field. The other is going to be added to our hand. We already committed to our normal summon, so we are instead using the effect to special summon if the opponent controls a monster, right? During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. Wait, how did this get summoned? Added specials. Okay, it was on the effect of the Mimighoul. Then you could special summon the Mimighoul after adding, and there you go. On special summon, it's going to change 1 face down monster to face up. Flip up the Slime, which is activating to your opponent could special summon a Mimighoul from their deck, and then you give control of this card to them. So if you're playing a card like Triple Tactics Thrust, Triple Tactics Talent, you now can look at their hand, you can now search your deck and even add it to your hand because they still have a monster on their side of the field. We have the armor. We're now going to Xyz into the giant Mimighoul. It's going to add a Mimighoul card from the deck to the hand. We got the Mimighoul Dungeon here. And now we're going to activate this to add a Mimighoul from our deck to our hand. We have an Archfiend special summon this in the opponent's side of the field face down. As long as these are face down, the field spell states you cannot normal summon a monster. We're going to detach material, special summon a Mimighoul Master from the deck. Here we go. Mimighoul Master is going to add a Mimighoul card from the deck. We got the Fairy. You can special summon this card to your opponent's side of the field face down, then end the turn. So we really want to normal summon. We have to flip all of these face up. Otherwise, we cannot normal summon the Trudea. And if this card gets flipped up, it states that it's going to destroy all face-up monsters you control, which a good time to flip it up would be when you control no face-up monsters. So we're going to flip that up first, give control to the opponent, just flip them all up. Your opponent draws a card. Thank you. We drew into a shifter, not usable. Engraver searching for a second copy of our Tract. This is why I've seen a lot of people using Ash Blossom on Engraver, thinking they just play one Tract. Well, with the Fiendsmith control deck, a lot of them are playing more than one Tract. In fact, it's more likely they're not playing one Tract than playing one Tract. Thus, you should save your Ash for the Tract itself or the Requiem summon from the deck play. Lurie Reborn from Engrave. We're going to now activate. What the heck did we activate? You're going to target your Mimighoul Master, equip onto the Master, then you can return cards from the field to the hand up to the number of materials this card had, which it had 1. So back to the hand with the Lurie. We still have your normal summon, which you can't do because of the field spell. Banish with the Baldrake. Now the Mimighoul Maker is triggering. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can banish this to then target a face-down monster and flip it up. By flipping up the Fairy, it's going to be activated to do what? This turn, we activating this effect cannot special summon cannot activate the effects of monster special summon from your hand. Okay, we can't use the effect of Baldrake now, I guess. What's that going to be really good against, you all think? And we're going to flip down the Baldrake with the Trap, which is also summoning a monster in the opponent's side of the field face down. Rebellion summon from the graveyard, so it is activatable. So we got a mini Floodgate here with the Mimighoul Fairy. Flip up the Mimighoul Dragon, which already activated this turn, so it does not wipe out our Lubellion. We're going to call by the grave, finger the Maxi. Trudea got flipped on our normal summon through the Trap. We spun a card back. We had the ability to potentially wipe, but because the opponent could flip it the earlier version up before the wipe, they lost out on the wipe. Are we out of Disruption now? That was it? That was full gas Mimighoul and they're done? No. Tract is going to fuse with the hand and or fields. Come forth, Fiendsmith Lacrima. Lacrima is going to be targeting the Lacrima Crimson Tear. It's reborn onto the field here. We're going to Engraver, return back the Lurie, reborn itself back onto the field. I refuse to believe that we can't really do anything else. What the heck? We actually cannot declare an attack with monsters that were special summoned this turn as long as we control the face down Trudea. No attack? Unless we banish away the field spell. Oh boy. And we did. So the clause of not being able to attack is now gone. The Xyz monster just got banished. Okay. We could definitely be attacking 3,500 to the face. Not enough for lethal damage, so Mimighoul is still in the game. Mimighoul Master, quite large thanks to the Xyz equipped onto it. But what do we do from here? And what are our forms of disruption? We have on a summon to reborn the Baldrake to then be able to banish a monster summon for the extra deck. So we kind of have one form of disruption, and the Chaos Angel is completely unaffected by monster effects. Mimighoul Dungeon. Add a Mimighoul from your deck or graveyard to the hand. On summon, search our deck for a Mimighoul spell or trap. Reborn the Baldrake. That's going to be the banish from extra deck play, which I will dismantle every Mimighoul card if you can't play it through just a Baldrake. There's no freaking way. We are going to be revealing a Archfiend and Slime. We're going to summon the Archfiend onto the opposing side of the field. I think the opposing player gets to choose which one. Anima can now suck up that Engraver. Your Engraver is mine. To battle we go. We didn't know her defense? Was that on purpose? Did we put ourselves to 500 life on purpose? What was that? All right, giant Mimighoul grabbing the Trap, which could flip a monster on the field face down, which could deal with the Chaos Angel and destroy the Trudea because it has to destroy face-up cards, I believe, right? You are going to target face-up cards up to the number of face-down cards, so that was indeed on purpose, taking that life point damage. Now, if we read the Chaos Angel, it says synchros are unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent, which means if we have the monster that flips up and destroys our own monsters, that's not the opponent. That's us activating the effect to wipe out our own Chaos Angel through a monster effect if we could do that. Let's do it. subtract, add the Luri, return back into the deck earlier. Discard, reborn itself back in the field. We do have the ability to flip a card in the field face down with that Mimighoul room. We're going to be triggering the Mimighoul Maker, flip up the Archfiend to draw a card, not into a hand trap. No, not lethal. It's not lethal. We're going to give them a Mimighoul Cerberus, flip down the Chaos Angel, as I predicted would happen. And by declaring attack of the Chaos Angel, now cannot be flipped back up. So that's a good reason why you'd want to flip it on the attack, not preemptively. Let's reborn back our Lubellion. Come on, Mimighoul, clean this up, finish the duel. This is destroy per face down. So how many? Two face downs, 2 pop. Take out the Brain of Regain, burn for 2,000 damage. Field spell, add back the Mimighoul Dragon, and just like that. Wow. We just beat the best deck. Fiendsmith Control going down. Got Driver in the hand. Trudea is going to put herself into the back row. Primera on summon will be ashable. We did not ash that, knowing that this is a Fiendsmith control deck. Fiendsmith Centurion control. What are our forms of disrupt? We could synchro with the field spell into a disruption. We have board load, negate anything. We have ogre, pop, drone lockbird, stop them from further adding. Quadra disrupt. Mimighoul Dragon onto the opposing side of the field. We're going to use the Mimighoul armor. Special summon this to your opponent's field face down, or if your opponent controls a monster, you could summon it to our field instead. We're going to be summoning the Primera, not triggering the field spell though. Huh. What? Why no field spell trigger? We have board load, negate the triple tactics talent from taking control of a monster. Not today. How much does the Centurion engine cost? I'm not sure. Check on Master of the Meta, my friend. We have Mimighoul Dragon grabbing a Mimighoul Maker. And now the Maker cannot be activated, right? Because it's going to add from the deck to the hand and then special summon. Now, what would have been better is it would not add the card, it would just special summon onto both sides of the field, but it does not work that way, thus the draw completely stops it. We got Fucho into Zeus. Well, we waited for your summon to trigger our field spell instead of on our own summon. Crimson Dragon is here. Let's target our Centurion Auxilia, swinging in for whopping 4,000 damage reflected into a Zeus. We're going to negate the summon of the Zeus. It was never on the field. Negate. Mimighoul Room, I think, does not actually flip a monster face down unless you have a Mimighoul on your side of the field, right? It's not just a free Book of Moon, is it? Wait, it's not even activatable. They have 5 monsters on the field. Are you freaking kidding me? Special summon from your hand or deck to your field or in face down to your opponent's field. Then you could change 1 monster face from the field. So you could just summon it to your field, then flip a monster face down. Okay, sure. This is a problem. 12,000 damage. Lethal damage. Let's hop into game 3. Mimighoul now gets to go first. All right. All right. Ash is chilling. Just watching. All right. What is good here? We have Mimighoul Dragon face down on the field, blocking impermanences. Arching, flip up the Mimighoul Dragon just to give it back to me. As we now giant Mimighoul it up, we're going to be adding a Mimighoul card, Spell Trapper monster from the deck to the hand. Mimighoul Maker is going to be, I would say, the Ash choke point, as it does too much. It's going to get 2 Mimighoul cards, summon one on the opponent's side, and then summon the other on our side. Set the room and pass. Our forms of disruption are flip a monster face down. We have Ash Blossom to gain interaction with the deck. We also have, depending on what we set face down, the Mimighoul Maker on our special summon, which would be the Centurion player, would trigger the effect to flip that face down monster face up, which could then destroy all of our other monsters. So kind of 3 disruption. I would really like to see it actually happen, though. That'd be great. Ash Blossom negate. Ain't no way. So 2 of our forms of disruption were dependent on the Mimighoul room going through. So now it's no good, and we're going to Culprit the Grave, Finger the Max C. So from 3 disruption down to 1. Wow. The Mimighoul Maker is now dead. Target a face-down monster the opponent controls, change it to face-up attack or defense. Oh boy. We could potentially ash... Oh, there you go. We didn't ash it last game, but we believe we're in a more simplified game state. We're more willing to ash it instead. But then they have the Wake Up Centurion summoned from our back row, essentially, because we have a monster in the back row to even activate this card, a level 8 token. And let's speed this up. Legacia on summon, pop a card, draw a card. We have Emblema Oath, setting up the field spell, discard the Primera. We can now put a card into our back row from the deck, a try on summon, draw a card. We have the Wake Up Centurion sent from the deck, a Phalanx,